the echoes of the first phase reverberate, Chhattisgarh gears up for the second and final phase. The polling result will be declared on the 3rd of December. And in 2018, the Congress won convincingly in Chhattisgarh, belying predictions of exit polls. The Congress registered a landslide victory in the Chhattisgarh polls, bringing an end to the 15-year rule of the Raman Singh-led Bharatiya Janata Party government. And as Chhattisgarh goes for polls, the major question is, will Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel be able to hold his position, or the Mahadev scam will hurt the Congress in this last mile? Before we hop on to discussion, let's also, in fact, side by side, also talk about contenders, constituencies, the data from previous elections. And of course, we have some experts joining in who will, in fact, give their perspective of what is going to happen in Chhattisgarh. Nikhil Jain, political analyst, with us on the broadcast. Mr. Desh Ratan Nigam, political analyst, also joins us on the show. Advocate Manasvi Thapar, political analyst, with us on the program. Last but not the least, Raja Lakshmi Joshi, political analyst, with us on the show as well. Mr. Nigam, I'll begin with you, sir. I hope you can hear me. Well, is there anything that can stop the Congress party from winning Chhattisgarh, according to you? The scam or the scandal, the gambling, the betting app, Mahadev, it has come at a time which, in common perception seems to be something which can be planted or is directed towards somebody at a time when it matters the most. Do you think it's going to have its zing appeal, or do you think this will impact the performance of the Bhupesh Baghel Congress-led party in Chhattisgarh?
Vineet, in fact, if you look at the earlier polls, the opinion polls, most of them were in favor of the Congress. However, the last 10 days, for which BJP is known, has been able to uplift its own election with the Prime Ministers, Home Minister, and so many people. And they have been working a lot in the tribal areas. And tribals hold the key out there. And so far as OBC population, which is very substantial in Chhattisgarh, where 2/3 of the tickets by BJP have been given to OBCs in the general category. So those two are very important factors. And thirdly, the corruption and the Sharab Ghattola scam that they have, Naxalism, which is there, which is also a crucial factor. We'll see into the percentage of votes that are actually polled on that particular day. These are very crucial factors, and BJP has been able to uplift its elections. And if you do a survey today, it is a contest now, which earlier it was in the favor of the Congress. But all the ground reports show that BJP's 10 days effort, which were there, are bearing fruits. And at the same time, Mahadev app, if you look at the facts of the Mahadev app, the establishment of the Mahadev app, sending the person to Dubai, it starts from there. The allegations are very serious, and especially the partners, making those allegations who were sent to Dubai to establish business, and 508 crore being given to Mr. Baghel. Yes, all this will come out in investigation, requires further trial, but it is damaging. And coming from the owners of the Mahadev app, it becomes more damaging. It is not coming from BJP. So those are the things which are very important. Yes, it has go through a process of our judiciary, which it will, and it has certainly dented the Congress's chances, coupled with the last 10 days blitzkrieg by the BJP, is something I think I am looking forward to. And it has, upset the calculations which the Congress had earlier. And believe me, those 10 days are very crucial. BJP's ground level organization, Panna Pramukhs, the booth level workers, they have all gone into it. The bigwigs have also gone into it. And probably we are in for a surprise if you compare with the opinion polls. Vinny.
All right. Manasvi, even the Home Minister weighed in on what's been going on in Chhattisgarh. He called the Chief Minister Bhupesh Kaka. He said that there are a number of areas in the state itself which have been turned into hubs for love jihad. He's also alleged that the corruption has peaked ever since the Congress party has come into Chhattisgarh. And of course, we cannot ignore the elephant in the room, which is the Mahadev scam. Mr. Nigam feels it in every rightful way will have some sort of a dent on what has been done by the Congress party in the last 5 years. What is your opinion?
See, these are allegations, and plain allegations does not amount to anything. And the people of Chhattisgarh are very much mature in terms of how does politics of the country functions. So at the right moment, at the right time, these allegations come in, and suddenly, in the history of Indian independence, post independence, such kind of a direct involvement of a chief minister and establishment of 508 crores have been established by BJP while the investigation is still at the very nascent stage. But BJP wants, and BJP people and supporters wants the voters to believe that there is a direct money transaction which has happened, which has not been proved by any court, not even an observation by any court of law as of now. But BJP wants us to believe that. As of now, I don't think anything of this sort. The voter will be, obviously the news is there, but will that convert into a vote bank which is in favor of BJP? I doubt as of now. Why? Because BJP does this particular election of Chhattisgarh on a specific note is fought between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Bhupesh Baghel. Whereas the local leadership of Chhattisgarh, who is the chief minister candidate? What are your muddas? What is that you're fighting for? Your entire story is on Bhupesh Baghel. Your narrative is not there. BJP's cadre, which is generally very strong, BJP's page pramukh, which are generally there, is not there in that momentum what we see in Madhya Pradesh, or for that matter even in Rajasthan. That kind of momentum is not there in BJP. The groundwork which BJP should have done after the loss in 2018 has not done in Chhattisgarh. There is no opposition to Bhupesh Baghel. It is not that Bhupesh Baghel is a great chief minister or Congress has done an amazing work in the state. It is the lack of BJP's taking ownership in working in politics in Chhattisgarh, more specifically. While allegations have been leveled up, but the allegations are leveled up only by the central leadership. Tell me one local leadership which has been created in last 5 years, or one incident wherein a local leadership or Karyakarta Sammilans have been done by BJP in Chhattisgarh. No, that has not been the case, which is generally not the case with BJP. BJP is known for engaging its Karyakarta at the lowest levels, but in Chhattisgarh it has somehow failed, and God knows the reason. But when you look into the articles or news debates or the holdings of Chhattisgarh also, it is Prime Minister Narendra Modi versus Bhupesh Baghel. It is not a local leader of Chhattisgarh versus Bhupesh Baghel. And wherever BJP fails to create a local leadership, generally BJP's idea is to announce the chief minister candidates everywhere. They are the front runners of announcing the chief minister candidates and before the election. But here BJP have strategically or have miserably failed in announcing the chief minister candidate. So the only allegations which BJP is fighting on is Mahadev app, which is as of now just an allegation without a conviction, without anything. It is just an allegation which is like plain air as of now. We don't know what is going to be the outcome of it. So the biggest positive point for BJP, which they are betting on, is Mahadev app. And that is what, tell me one minister or one star campaigner who have not spoken about Mahadev app from BJP, because that's the only thing they are speaking about. But the reality is it has not been proved directly or indirectly by any of the agencies that Bhupesh Baghel took any money. So this is just a political lollipop being used for the voters, but it does not have any ground reality in terms of having a direct impact with the voters.
All right, fair enough. Rajalakshmi Joshi, since 1946, Chhattisgarh, of course, has been a bipolar battlefield for political parties, mainly the Congress and the BJP. You know, the Third Front and other political parties have tried to penetrate, to, have their luck push, but it has not made too much of a dent now. But so far, it seems the confidence that the Congress party has been oozing about their return, about their victory in 2023, is perhaps going to rub off on the voters as well. And like Manasvi also said, that allegations are only allegations. Voters do not vote on the basis of allegations.
Good evening, Vineet. Yes, you have very rightly said that, in Chhattisgarh, it has always been a very tight election. I think only in the last 2018 elections, that also because of Ajit Jogi, because he formed a new party and, all of that JCC, because of that, actually, there was a dent in BJP's vote share. And that margin, that used to be, say, maybe hardly 1 or 3%, between 1 to 3%, that actually fell to 9%. So now things are going to be very different, because most of us, we are only talking about BJP and Congress, whereas there is this factor of JCC also, which incidentally had made the huge dent in BJP's votes last time round because of Ajit Jogi, but now this time his absence is definitely going to make a huge difference. And this time, obviously, then BJP is hopeful that whatever votes they had lost last time round, they're going to get it back this time. Now, I was listening to, Manasri Thaparji. He was talking about how, Narendra Modi ji and all the leaders, they talk about Mahadev app. Now, that is obviously going to be spoken about because that is in the news. Now, if you look at it, there is this constant allegation about Adani by Rahul Gandhi, by Priyanka Gandhi, and all these leaders, they keep talking about Adani, especially so by Rahul Gandhi. Now, Priyanka Gandhi was also she was also pulled up for this statement by the Election Commission. But just look at it that in Chhattisgarh itself, they talk about how Adani, how PM Modi is scared of Rahul Gandhi and wants to get rid of the Congress government because he wants to come into power so that he can give all the mines away to Adani. Now, this is ridiculous to say because now in Chhattisgarh itself, the Baghel government itself has given so many, they have allocated so many mine tenders to Adani. The Adani is already there in Chhattisgarh. What are they talking about? And that is one of the parts. Now, coming to the allegations. Now, this thing about the Mahadev app is not the only allegation of corruption, Vineet. There is a whole string of allegations, right from the cowdung scheme app, which cowdung scheme scam, which they have been advertising so much and saying that they have actually benefited the farmers. Yes, cowdung, if it was used effectively, a lot of things can be done out of the cowdung, and definitely it is something that the farmers will definitely benefit from. The farmers, the tribals, all of that, it is a huge benefit. But then there is this allegation of a huge there is this thing about even land grabbing, land encroachment in the name of the cowdung scheme. So there is this entire string. Let me just read it out to you. There is this thing about the Chhattisgarh coal levy scheme. There is this thing about the Chhattisgarh rice scam. Then there is another Chhattisgarh liquor scam. So all of this, I can read out the details also because I have all of that. But all of this is definitely there in the picture right from a long time. In August itself, there were at least 10 places,
But
10
Rajalakshmi,
government
scams
officials.
and corruption has always been a part of every government in Chhattisgarh, including the BJP. Why should the Congress only be pinned down because of these, these charges which have been rampant in the past as well?
Vineet, I guess that if the Congress has enough of proofs and evidences, they should put it up in front of the ED. They should put it up in front of the investigating agencies. Nothing is stopping
But
them.
they say the ED is motivated. They say that the ED is, of course, inclined towards the ruling government and they are being targeted. But let me also get a response to your allegations from Nikhil as well. Let me have Nikhil respond to what you have said. Nikhil, you've heard what Rajalakshmi said, that why isn't the Congress responding to the charges that the Bharatiya Janata Party and very recently the Home Minister also made?
See, first of all, I think she's not been following it. The Congress has been responding to the Mahadev app scam allegations by the BJP. And let me tell you about what that thing is. It is an online betting app that wherein supposedly the promoters of the app paid 500 crores to the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh. But more than 400 arrests have been made by the Chhattisgarh State Police in connection to this betting racket. In connection to this betting racket in the past 1 or 2 years. The sitting Chief Minister, Bhupesh Baghel, publicly asked Prime Minister Narendra Modi in August this year to put a ban on this app, and the central government has not done anything. Under Section 69 of the Information Technology Act, it is only the central government that has the power to ban any app or something like that, which we've seen how when the central government banned TikTok and PUBG and this and that. I don't know why the Mahadev app has not been banned if indeed the BJP thinks and knows that it is a scam. The Chief Minister of the Congress already asked them to do that. They have not done that. And so far as the money changing hands is concerned, The ED did recover 5 crores from one of the people involved in this alleged scam. But that person is in no way linked to Bhupesh Baghel or any Congress person. That person was not going and giving that cash to Bhupesh Baghel. He may have said that to the ED. The ED may have put that out in public, which they should not have had. First of all, I don't understand why the Enforcement Directorate always has to act like the election department of the BJP, always helping them make political allegations. And all the information that has come out so far, there is zilch proof, zilch documentary proof or anything. Manasvi was earlier talking about this being proven in a court of law or something like that. I will take it a leap further. There isn't any proof of any money ever going to Bhupesh Baghel or to anybody associated with him other than the conmen who are now within the custody of the ED or now are under the scanner of the ED. Those conmen saying that hum chief minister ko paisa de rahe the. Let's be very real about it. No, when there is an online app to which a supposed scam is happening, of course there can be complicity of the state government. But more than that, and if it was of that scale that that person can pay 500 crores in bribes, obviously he is also bribing the central government. So, I think even the people of Chhattisgarh, the people of the country realize and understand that this is nothing but a political gimmick that the BJP has pulled out and is going to turn into a political whammy for the BJP. All of this happening just days before the polling. I think 5th November was the first time when they made these allegations. 7th November was when Chhattisgarh went to polls for the first time, the Bastar region, right? I think even the voters realized that. So in the same very manner as in Madhya Pradesh, giving that Ladli scheme, the voters realized that once you did not do it for 20 years, giving it at the last moment doesn't make sense. Similarly, once you've not talked about this scam, once the ED has not talked about this thing, and also this app came into existence in 2017, that is before Bhupesh Baghel became the chief minister and Raman Singh of the BJP was the chief minister. And the BJP may think that the people are fools, but they aren't. They realize all of that. If indeed it was a scam, if indeed Bhupesh Baghel was involved in it, the BJP would have acted long ago. The BJP is willing to put people in jail just for making a statement against their best friend. Of course, they are not going to leave a chief minister of the Congress alone if he's indeed taken 500 crores. People understand and realize all of that. So far as the cow dung scam is concerned that the earlier panelist was talking about, again, there is no proof. It is all just allegations by the BJP that the government procured 248 crores of cow dung and the products that have been sold are only of 17 crores. So 229 crores would have been a scam. That is an absolutely absurd thing to say. Who is the government procuring the cow dung from? Is it a bunch of industrialists or something? It is procuring that from poor farmers.
All right. Let me take a response from Mr. Nigam on what you have said. Mr. Nigam, clearly, the allegations over here are just allegations. They cannot be, in fact, palpable reasons for any kind of a voter to act when it comes to voting.
Well, Vineet, in fact, certainly nobody can say that any conviction has taken place or the investigation has been complete. So we cannot be judgmental, including Mr. Nikhil also, where he has passed a judgment. So it is an open-ended thing, which clearly means, but one of the most serious thing is, as it was in the case of Aam Aadmi Party, where Dinesh Arora became an approver, here the promoter and owner is saying so, which is very serious. You must understand, if he tomorrow becomes an approver and starts, handling the details and the money chains, what will happen? So it is on the next level. This allegation is not a simple allegation. A owner, a promoter making an allegation has to be taken very seriously. It is not by me or the Prime Minister alone, but the promoter saying so. It's something I think any advocate can tell you. At least the concerned person must be very serious about it. And the allegations, if a person becomes an accused person tomorrow, which is Mr. Baghel, he should be also thinking very seriously about it, how to deal with it. Now, secondly, the women voters, BJP's strong forte, which is, and especially after women's reservation, the percentage of women's voter for the BJP will certainly increase. That's one area where BJP has clearly worked upon. And second, the cafes of made in China mobile phones, which the Rahul Gandhi has clearly pointed out, saying that we'll have it made in Madhya Pradesh, not knowing that under the Weights and Measurement Acts, it's always made in India, even if it is made in Noida or Tamil Nadu. There is nothing called made in Madhya Pradesh or made in Uttar Pradesh. That's what the law is under the Weights and Measurements Act. And the local addresses are only given. It is never written made in Madhya Pradesh. It's always written made in China. Made in India. I'm so sorry. So these are the gaffes that the people of the country are looking at also. And Manasvi Thapar was very clear. He did not bring the relevancy of Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka into the picture. It is not Priyanka or Rahul versus PM Modi, it is Baghel. So he's already made them irrelevant for the elections. And that is one of the questions that you need to ponder upon, how much the siblings are relevant in the elections of Chhattisgarh. So overall scenario, if you think the Mahadev app, the various scams that you have, the perception battle which is going on. See, proving or not proving is a later stage. The perception which is being built out there, it's a corrupt government, it's high time it must go. Yes, earlier opinion polls did say that the Congress was ahead of BJP, but the percentage, was not much, the difference between the percentage, the two parties. So that gap, as Raj Lakshmi ji clearly pointed out, the Ajit Jogi factor is no more there, and that those voters will gravitate towards BJP. And given the last 10 days blitzkrieg by the BJP, I think BJP is known for uplifting its elections.
All right, sir. Appreciate you joining us. We've run out of time. Would like to thank all our guests for their time and, of course, their perspective and opinion on this crucial day for Chhattisgarh tomorrow.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.